for me? Thank you. Okay. So there are so many freaking golden nuggets with this book just in the first couple chapters. So you need to read the book, okay? I'm going to try to just hit like the biggest golden nuggets of these chapters because there's so much, and literally I could take up the whole time talking about like the first two chapters. So I am going to, can you do the waiting room too so I'm not distracted? Because I'm getting distracted. All right. So when you join this, most of the time it's because you're wanting to basically get out of the 9-to-5 life, right? When you talk to people, their perfect career is they don't want a boss. They hate driving to work. They don't want to go back to school. And with what we have, literally that's what it is, guys. Okay. I know when I'm talking to people, that's like their first huge thing. They don't want a boss, like they want to be their own boss. They hate driving to work. Like I hated waking my kids up. Like waking your twins up, waking your toddler up was hell. Okay. I don't have to do that anymore. And you need to share that part of you. Like if you're a mom and you get to stay home with your kids, share that. Be like, I used to work and I am extremely grateful that I don't have to do that anymore. Then some other points for me when I joined, like you are wanting income, residual income. Who doesn't want that, right? You want freedom of time. Like those are huge things with us, right? Low risk, low startup costs. Like we don't have to do, we literally run our business for free. And I've never been with another company, but I know a lot of people have, and you have to pay monthly. That's insane, guys. Insane. So I wanted to talk about that. And then I'm like super nervous, guys, about this because this part of like trainings is hard for me. So bear with me. When you are sharing this, this is why opportunity events on your own page, sharing opportunity stories, all this is so important and is so key to going, like not making this a hobby, but making this a profession. Okay. You cannot be a professional at this and not go live, not show your opportunity stories. Like this is huge. You can't just swing by and make it to 200K. Like that's not how this works. You have to grow. You have to share your story, your brand. And this is, you have to think of it as a profession. This is a profession. And if you're not thinking, oh, this is just, I work online. No, this is a profession. This is something you should take serious. Like this is a career. You get a tax form, right? Then it's a career. You should treat it like that. And how is it that, okay, when you go to college, you take courses, right? You don't have to go to college. You don't have to get a degree for this, but you still have to grow every single day. That is part of this, okay? There are different types. There's 5 different types of categories for jobs. There's blue collar, which is basically the laborer, okay? They go out, they get their hands dirty. They're the CNAs, they're the cashiers, they're that kind of person. Then there's the white collar. They work in the cubicles. They're still working really hard. Salespeople, they sell stuff, okay? They get paid by the products, not by the hour, okay? Then there's a traditional business owner. That is, you own your own business. You have to know those types So when you're talking to them, you know how to talk to them. An investor, you already know that they're willing to put money on the table for whatever it is. They're like, oh, okay, tell me more about this. How am I going to make the money? Like, you have to know the type of person you're talking to. If you're talking to blue collar, you already know that they're willing to put in that work to get ahead. Okay. If you're talking to an investor, they have the money already and they're ready to lay it on the table for what you have. Okay. So that's why conversations are so important, because you have to kind of categorize who they are. Okay. Are they a nurse? Are they a doctor? Or, do they already own a boutique? Like, what are they doing already? That helps you in the conversations. That helps you. Okay, so they're blue collar. So I know that I'm going to be like, okay, hey, this is what we got to do to get you to that next level. I'm here for you. Let's run for it. And they're probably going to do that, guys. Okay. An investor, they don't even want to know about that. Okay. They don't want to know how hard they have to work, because they've already been there, done that. They want to know about that money. What's the comp plan? How does this actually work? How does this break down? There's so many good nuggets, and I seriously do not want any of you not reading this book because we're doing this boot camp. Okay. There's so much info in this, and I don't want you guys to just not read it because of what we're doing. This is something that you should really take seriously, because this is going to boost you to that next level. Okay. It's amazing. New economy. Okay. What is that? That is basically what we are doing. Okay. And there are a lot of people still to this day that are that 9 to 5 mindset, that are autopilot, that are in that hamster wheel. So when you tell them what you do as a profession, they're going to be like, why don't you just get a real job? Guys, they're always going to say stuff like that. Because they literally think inside the box. They're not willing to think outside of the box. And you have to show them that, okay? If they're at least a bit curious, it is your job to show them what they're missing out on, okay? And if they still don't want it, that's fine. Move on. There are people that literally, they're like, oh, you have to go to college to be successful. That's how this world works. No, you don't. Okay. That's just how they are. I love what he says in this part. The best way I know not to only survive, but to thrive in a new economy is network marketing. I love that line, because seriously, if you ever worked a 9 to 5, like, it seriously felt like you were just surviving. Like, I literally was surviving to get through the day off of coffee. Like, gotta go to work, gotta come home, gotta put the kids to bed. Like, it was just an autopilot. And so many people don't even realize they're doing that until they actually do something like this. I didn't realize I was on autopilot until I started doing this. I was like, holy crap, what the hell was I doing? Like, I wasn't doing anything for myself. And you don't realize that until you think outside the box, until you're not around those small-minded people. When you get around those people that are like levels ahead of you, that's the kind of people you need around you, because they're going to be like, girl, why are you thinking so small? Like, you need red people around you. You need people that are levels ahead of you. Like, I want them in my circle. I want people in my circle that I can help grow, but you should never look up to somebody who's not levels ahead of you, because they're not going to help you. They're going to be like, well, why are you trying to be better than me? It's not about that. It's about self-growth to help more people. It is extremely, so doing this kind of profession, okay, network marketing, like Lavelle Thrive, they're like, we're going to have people become promoters instead of advertising and promoting this. Why? Because word of mouth is 1,000 times better than putting an advertisement on YouTube or on commercials now. Why? Because people don't watch cable anymore. And if they have that stuff, they fast forward through commercials. Okay, that's the way it is now. Like social media, TikTok, like I guarantee you, you all have tried or at least heard of the peppers with cream cheese and everything bagels or everything bagel seasoning. If you haven't seen it, you've heard of it. Why? Because of TikTok. That's straight up why you heard of it. Okay, it's word of mouth. You have to stay with the times, especially if you're in network marketing. This is a profession, so you have to grow with the times. Okay, as a doctor, you don't just become a doctor and use the same skill set, like you use the same basics, but you have to grow with the times. You're not going to use a scalpel and cut somebody open when you can go in with like a laser. Do you realize that? Like you have to stay up with the times. It doesn't matter what kind of profession you're in, you have to keep growing. And with even being in any other kind of profession, you tap out on so many raises. You don't do that here. And you need to tell people that. Like imagine a life where you don't have to wait for that 50-cent raise. Imagine giving yourself a $10,000 raise by next year. Do you realize that's huge? Like, don't sell yourself short, and you need to share that with people. If you're going to be paid for a performance anyway, why live with that cap? Why would you do that to yourself? I love that part in his book. Like, this book is the bomb. You have to realize that by staying in a small, limiting mindset, you are capping yourself out on so much more. Like, why wouldn't you want to give yourself a $10,000, $20,000 raise in a year? Why wouldn't you want to work for that? Sorry, I'm trying to stay straight on track because squirrel brain. Okay, so I'm going to also talk about this. The catch to network marketing. You have to be willing to lose people because of their ignorance, okay? Like there's going to be people in your life that are going to be like, once you join this, you're going to click that promoter button, you're going to be excited, you're going to start telling people, and they'll be like, oh, well, I've already tried that stuff and it doesn't work. You're in a pyramid scheme. Why don't you get a real job? I wish you would just go find something that actually makes money. You need money now. It goes on and on, guys. You have to block all that negativity out, okay? Drop them, okay? You have to realize, like, you will never make it in this industry if you let those people get to you, because you're always going to be wondering, are they watching my live? What do they think of me when I post this? Who cares? They're not the ones about to give you a $20,000 raise. Who cares what they think, okay? You have to be willing to lose those kind of people, even for a little bit, to get yourself ahead. That's the way it works, okay? You have to accept that they're not all going to be there for you. It could take years. It could take never. Like, they just might not be there. Who cares? You're doing this for you and your family, your future self. Most people join this because of somebody they know, or because literally I was scrolling through Facebook. And I saw B. Like, I didn't just hear about this. Like, it was word of mouth. It was through Facebook. It was through social media. You have to realize that because this is a profession, that you have to build up your skill set. You have to build up growth. You cannot just make it, okay? And a lot of people think this is a microwave success. It's not. You literally have to build a concrete foundation. You can't build on sand and expect it to last forever. Lottery ticket. Okay, I want to talk about this. He talked about lottery tickets in this, and basically saying if you get so many spots on a lottery ticket, you fill those spots, okay? There's people that are thinking, oh, I can fill these spots and I'm going to be successful. I won't have to do the work. Like if I get these people, fill these spots, I'll be good. I'll be golden. That's not how this works. They don't make it because they're like, if I fill 1 through 6, I'm good to go. No, you have to realize that you're thinking that they're a number. They are not a number. Okay. I can definitely tell you that I would not want to feel like I'm a number. Straight up. I would be very, I would feel that vibe off of you. I get it all the time in my inbox. And I'm like, there's a different way. And I tell them that. And either they listen or they don't. I don't care. That's their business, not mine. But when you start feeling like there are your lottery tickets, quit. Like they're not numbers. They're people. They have feelings. They jumped in your inbox because they need you. There's something about your page, about your live that sparks something and they need you. Okay. Don't treat them like a number. And people join this, like he calls it a lottery ticket. And not everybody, but they focus on people and act like they're numbers. This is a profession which requires skill and training. I don't know how many times I could say that. Like you, just because you join this and you don't have to get an education, like go to school, doesn't mean you can't, like you have to grow. You have to. There's no other way around it. There's no shortcuts. And that's, I'm going to talk about chapter 2. This is what I'm going to talk about. Posers. Posers treat this profession as a lottery ticket, AKA, in my terms, a freaking microwave success. That's all there is to it. They think, okay, if I get these people in, I'm done, I'm golden, I'm about to hit the top. Well, no, that's not how this works. Amateurs focus on different things. So they're doing this. They're not even focusing on what they should to grow their business. They're focusing on, I need to have my pictures look absolutely perfect. I have to do this. My IPAs, I have to interact with so many people a day or I won't be successful. Like you're not focusing on what really matters. And that's helping and serve others. If you're focusing on, oh, I have to do this, you're not focusing on the human that you're trying to talk to. You're not making a connection because there is no connection. You're just, oh, I have to do this. I checked it off. They think that they're going to find that one rock star that's going to shoot them to the top. That doesn't work. And Brittany can tell you the person that got her to like 12K, 40K did not boost her to 80K. There is no one person. Like it's her. You have to realize that you are your rock star. You are the person that launches you to the next level. Okay. You might have people on your team that help, but until you realize that you have to be your own rock star, then you're not going to get anywhere. You might shoot up and then you're going to like it's not going to stay. It's not going to stick. You might find people that help, but until you actually truly realize that you have to decide to go all in, you have to decide that you are like, it doesn't matter who's on your team or who's not on your team or who's not running. They do not run your business. They do not run your PV, your personal volume. That is you. You should focus on your personal volume, not your big tracker. Okay, make big goals like, oh, I want to, instead of having 1,800 this month, I want to have 2,800 next month on my PV. Okay, that's the rock star. Okay, that is a buildup of you becoming who you're supposed to be. And then there are professionals. Professionals are people who are paid to undertake a set of tasks to complete them for a fee. Network marketing professional is a person who is an expert at skills required to build a large successful network marketing organization. This means you have to get on trainings. You have to rewatch trainings. You have to listen to Jesse Lee or whoever lights your fire every day, not once a day, whenever you feel the need, because your skill set has to keep building. There is no end to building more skills. There's no end to that. Okay, I really want you guys to get that point across, like that you cannot succeed with network marketing by posting. The new thing is reels. You have to keep up with the times, okay? I feel awkward as heck doing reels, but I do them. And you have to practice, 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 practice. It doesn't matter. Do you think that people just go live and they're perfect day one, A1? They're like, yeah, that was amazing. No, okay? You get in front of the camera, you're going to be nervous. That's just the way it is. It's fine. But if you don't keep going, you're not going to get anywhere. I used to be god awful at opportunity stories. Okay. But you know what? I kept doing it every day. I kept making new ones because I wanted to get better at it. I wanted to be able to word it the way my heart was feeling on it. Okay. And you don't just do that by, oh, that was cool. Like, no, you have to really work at it. And some people maybe are amazing with words. That's a good skill set. You should go live in the team page and talk about it. Like, you don't have to be any rank to talk about something. If you're good at it, talk about it. If you're good at taking pictures, you took college courses, go on the team page and talk about it. That is your skill set. And someone like me would be like, ooh, I want to watch that. Like, you have to realize that your skill sets that you already have that God implemented in you, tap into those. The skill sets that you feel uncomfortable about, you still need to tap into that because your business is going to launch when you really start tapping into skills that make you uncomfortable. This makes me uncomfortable talking about books and stuff because my outlook on it might not be somebody else's. But you know what? It's okay. Like, it's okay. You have to get out of your comfort zone. And I'm telling you, this is completely out of my comfort zone. When B told us about this, I was completely silent. I was like, this is not for me. Like, I was starting to get hives. Like, I was like, oh God, she's going to call on me. And then she already put my name down. And I was like, I got this. It's fine. Like, it's just getting out of your comfort zone. I did. I was like, yep, she's not going to call on me. I was like, this isn't happening. And she didn't even ask. She just put my name down. I was like, well,
Can I
can't
say
say,
something to that?
yeah.
I have like no voice, so don't make fun of me. Um, but I'm learning something in that, and there's a reason why. The uncomfortability and the delegating, you guys, is gonna push you. I sound so weird. Is gonna push you to grow in ways that make you realize who you really are. And that's why I did, like, when I was leaving out of town. It's all the things. But no, when I was leaving out of town, this is horrible. I knew I needed to set up my girls to have a routine. You know what I mean? Just like I teach you all. And I know this is so left field, but there's a reason I wanted to hop on. Because Erica's capable. Janie's capable. Whoever else I assigned is capable. I have to go look because I forget my own schedule half the time. But at the end of the day, I have you guys stretch yourself in areas that I know that you need to push forward in. And that's why I'm telling you guys, all of you are freaking capable. Like, we'll talk. I'll go live in the team page tomorrow about everything over the weekend because it's something I want to share and pass back the mic. But Erika, I just want to say I'm so proud of you, by the way.
Thanks. Okay. This right here, I highlighted this for a reason. Enthusiasm is great, but eventually you need to marry that passion with skill. So love it, but you have to realize the areas like this right now, you have to grow in, because a 200K leader, or I don't want to even say a rank, but a high leader with many women and men under her or him has to be able to do this. Like, and I knew it, but I was like, I don't know if I can do this. Like, it was just something that scared me. And I wanted to, but then I was like, I'm not good with this, but I should do it. I should do it. She already put my name down. I'm not going to message her and be a pansy. So, like, if one of us says something to you, it's because we see some kind of skill set in you. And even though it's uncomfortable, we want you to share. We want you to grow in that area. So another line, there are a few things I highlighted because I feel like this book is so good that his wording is like the bomb diggity. So I don't even want to go away from it. Okay. My world changed when I started focusing on skills and made that commitment to practice, practice, practice until I mastered them. Okay. Now I feel like 1,000% confident in opportunity stories. As when I started, it just looked weird. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, to me, I was like, I just have to start somewhere. You fail your way forward as a leader. Okay. When you click the promoter button, even if you haven't hit 4K yet, you're failing your way forward for the team that will be under you. Okay. For the team that you grow, you're failing forward for them. When you decide to go all in, that's when you truly grow. Okay. All of the sudden, another thing that when I decided to go pro, all of the sudden my group started to grow. So when you decide to go all in and you start sharing that, as in go live, do opportunity stories, do opportunity events, your team will grow. You're going to start having people jump in your inbox. And even if they don't join you now, that means that that's okay. They're not meant to be on your team yet. If you've gone over objections, all that, like, don't push it to where, like, don't force it on them. Okay. If it's not their time, it's not their time. You don't want to have to drag somebody along to hit 4K, to hit 12K. Like, you don't want to drag somebody along and be like, well, this is what you have to do to succeed. And they don't want to do it. Well, that's on them. That's not you. Okay. That's their business. The bottom line, if you're going to be involved in this great profession, which it is an amazing profession, decide to do it right. Okay. This is a profession, which means you have to grow in it. Treat it like a profession. If you go pro, this business is great. If you stay a poser or an amateur, you're going to be miserable. Are you miserable? Do you hate doing IPAs? You need to start looking in the mirror and being like, holy shit, I get to stay home today and work in my PJs. Like, I don't have to do anything besides work in my PJs. I get to talk to people all day long. Like, what if you're in a cubicle and you have to talk to people on the phone and they hate you? Like, no, you get to talk to people and make real connections with people. You get to talk about your dog to people. Like, do you see? Like, you get to do this. If you are miserable, that means that's an inside growth. Like, it's nothing to do with the business. It's nothing to do with any of us. It has something to do with you. Okay? That was said with love. I love you guys. Like, that was said with love, but that's an inside job. Okay? If you do it right, it's a truly career choice. It can take you out of working in a job that doesn't make you happy, and this will take you to a place of total freedom. Guys, I worked 13 years as a CNA. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I'm still PRN, but I, after having kids, got miserable with it. I started losing that spark that I first had when I had that, like, became a CNA. People need you. They need your story. They need to realize that this profession could get them out of that. That's your job when they get in your inbox to find out what they really want. Okay? That's your job. Once they hop in your inbox, it's your job to help them overcome limiting beliefs. Okay, I'm gonna give it to Janie. Okay, I'm gonna give it to her. She's got chapter 3. I hope you guys got something out of that because we did notes. I did lots of notes.
Same. Okay, first off, can you please do the waiting room? Because if not, I'm gonna get distracted.
Yup, I got you.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So I'm in charge of chapter 3. So I'm going to go through chapter 3 with y'all. By the way, I slept on this book for way too long. This book is literally gold. Like, y'all, hold on. I'm still getting waiting room things. Is it gonna just pop up? Is it?
I got you. Don't even look at it.
Okay, I get it. Okay, we're good. Okay, so first things first. I took a lot of notes and I'm super nervous, so just bear with me. Okay, so first off, most professions you have, hold on. What is, okay, sorry, we're good. Okay, so most professions, you do not need a lot of money for your education. Sorry, I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Hold on. Let me collect myself. Sorry, y'all. I'm super nervous. Okay, sorry. Let me restart. Whew. Okay. I'm over here sweating. Y'all, like, I'm a normal person, okay? Okay. So, unlike most professions, you do not need a lot of money for your education, okay? So over here, you do not need, I love you. You do not need to take out student loans. You can literally earn while you earn money over here. Our team literally sets you up for success with all of these trainings that we have. And if you are literally just hopping on trainings and just hopping on them just to mark a tally, thank y'all, to mark a tally that you're here, to prove to your upline or whatever, like, you're doing it all wrong. And if you're just showing up on these trainings and you're not implementing what you learn, like, I don't know what you're doing. And that was me for like the longest time. I would hop on these trainings literally just to freaking mark off my checklist. Are you taking advantage of your resources? Are you, like I said, are you taking advantage of the resources that we give you? Y'all are so sweet. I'm like shaking. I don't ever do trainings like this, so like I'm definitely stepping out of my comfort zone. This profession is not biased, okay? Literally, when I say this, like, your background, your experience, contact list, age, race, gender, whatever it is, aren't going to be a factor in your ability to learn the skills that you need to go pro. Okay. Did y'all soak that in? Like, it does not matter where you come from. We literally have all different walks of life on our team. And like, there's no cookie cutter over here. And then the skills that you need to grow a large and successful business are extremely learnable, but are you coachable? Like, are you truly coachable? Like, y'all need to check yourself if you're not freaking coachable, because if you're not coachable, then this is not for you. And I mean that with all of the love, this is not for you. Okay. So there are 3 primary elements to your network marketing business, aka what we do. Okay, so element number 1, you have the company's product, okay? Y'all, we all have the same products. There is no difference between the products that you take and the products that Brittany takes, or the products that you take and the products that Katie takes. There's no difference. If someone is successful in marketing the products that you take and you're not, it's not the product's fault. It is not the product's fault. It's a you problem. Okay. I mean that with all the love. Everybody in Lavelle has these same products. The millionaires have these same products. You know what I mean? Like everybody has these same products. Okay. Element number 2. You have the company's comp plan. Okay. If some people are making money and you're not, it's not the comp plan's fault. So many people walk away from this because of the comp plan, the products. But are you taking your products right? Are you drinking your water? Are you putting in the work to work your business? Are you knocking out your IPAs? Like truly, like, okay, you need to check yourself. Okay. It's not the comp plans. It's not the comp plan. It's not the products. It's a you problem. This is not a one comp plan for men and a one comp plan for women. There isn't one comp plan for a different age group, a different comp plan for educational background or the color of your skin or whatever it is. Okay. The comp plan is literally the same for every single person on here. Okay. Every single person, the company, it has the same comp plan. Okay. The third element, number 3, this is the most important one, and it's you. It is freaking you. Okay. So you're the only variable. Okay. Like I already said, everybody has the same products, everybody has the same comp plan, and you have to, like, are you going to be the difference between success and I can't talk. These difference between success and failure. Whenever I get like I stumble on my words. Are you really showing up like you say you are? What does your day-to-day look like? What does do you have a planner where you write everything down? Y'all, like when I tell you I was so on top of it today, I literally am so proud of myself. I planned out my whole week. I sat down this morning and planned out every single post. Well, majority of my posts for this week. The other ones are just going to be like what's on my heart. And then I did that thing that Meredith has, or I think it was Meredith, where you go and you print out your daily task or weekly task and your monthly, and then you do it each month, and then in 90 days you'll see why you're not making progress, or why you are making progress. If you look back 90 days from now and you're like, oh, why am I not where I want to be? Okay, well, you go back to this binder and you'll see, because you're not knocking the stuff that you need to knock off of the list to get you where you need to go. This is your business. You need to take full responsibility, okay? Like, you have to stop looking for validation from other people. You have to. Like, that was my problem for the longest time. Like, I was constantly looking for validation from other leaders, from other people, from my friends. Like, if I typed up a post, I would literally send it to every single person, ask them if it was okay. Don't do that. If it's on your heart, share it. Like, just share it. Let's see what else. Okay, today you need to decide to never blame anyone or anything else for your lack of results. Straight up. Okay, it's a you problem. It's not a product problem, and it's not a comp plan problem. Okay, we literally, y'all, when I tell you, we have our hands on freaking gold. And if you don't believe that, like, I don't know what you're doing here, because like truly, and I mean that with all the love, we literally, like, we have the best comp plan. We have the best products. We have the best CEOs. We have the best tribe. Like, y'all need to wake up. Like, truly. And then also, this is something that, like, this is very awesome. Okay. So people love to blame their uplines for all of their problems. Okay. Like, if my upline did this for me or did that for me, everything would be better. Okay, but this is your business. This is your freaking business. We have all of the training in the team page that you need to be successful. Literally, if you are struggling with something, go and look at it in the team page. Go search it. You have to be resourceful. We have YouTube, we have Google, we literally have everything, okay? Like Courtney Glacier doesn't even have an upline. Her upline quit a long time ago. Like, what? Where's the disconnect? I don't get it. Okay, so it's time you toss that in the trash can, the whole like relying on your upline. If you are truly, truly committed to building a large and successful organization, it's time to say goodbye to your upline, okay? I did this today. So we're gonna do something real quick, okay? We are going to take out our phones and we are going to, if you have not already done this, if you've read the book and you've done it, then that's fine. But get out your phone, get out your whatever, your laptop, whatever you text from, because I text from my laptop a lot, and you are going to text your upline, okay? You're going to send them a message, and I'm going to read you the message straight from the book. Obviously, go and like critique it to fit you if you need to. So it says, I want to thank you for this opportunity. So keep in mind, this is what you're texting your upline, okay? I want to thank you for this opportunity. I appreciate it. Getting into business for myself was important, and I appreciate you introducing me to a company that you believe in and now that I believe in as well. But for now on, when it comes to building my business, I will use you as a resource. Let me repeat that. I will use you as a resource, but never an excuse, okay? But never an excuse, okay? I may call on you from time to time. If you're available, that's great. But if not, that's okay too. Okay. I'm going to build my business. And I understand one thing. Y'all, this one thing that I'm about to say is so powerful. Okay. Listen. It begins and ends with me. Okay. It begins and ends with me. Does that not soak in? Like, okay, so send that message. If I need to repeat it, I'll repeat it, but like I'm dyslexic. So if I read it too much. Okay, so I love that because like truly it does begin and end with you. It truly does. Okay, so okay, sorry. I'm almost done with my notes. So when you decide to take full responsibility of your network marketing business, aka what we're doing, everything is going to change. Okay. You need to knock out all of the excuses that you're making for yourself because excuses don't get you anywheres. And I've learned that the hard way. I literally made every single excuse in the book, and guess where it got me? Nowheres. Nowheres. It kept me stuck, and I learned from that. Okay, so there is only 7 fundamental skills to build a network marketing or a huge network marketing business. Okay, y'all, let that sink in. There's only 7. There's not like 70 or 100 or freaking 200. There's literally 7. Okay. Think of it, I think Erika kind of talked on this earlier. Exactly. Excuses are boring. We don't have time for that, okay? If you have excuses, you might as well just bye. Like come back when you're when you're ready to not make excuses. We don't have time for that. But if a college course were to be offered in network marketing, it would literally be the easiest class. Okay, this industry is not rocket science. It is one of the highest paid skill sets in the world. Like let that sink in. That is so powerful. But does anybody have anything to say? I literally went on all of my notes. I kind of get fired up a little bit. Yeah, anybody like want to mute and say anything? Anybody have anything to say? Anybody have any questions? I feel like I'm out of breath. Whenever I start to speak, I tend to not breathe. Like I feel like I just don't take a deep breath and I'm just like anybody? Because that's all I got. I can't. man. Y'all are so cute. Oh my God. Okay, if that's all y'all got, and if that's all I got, and everything closed mouth, don't get fed. A freaking men, man. Amen. Okay, wait, before we hop off of this, everybody better take out your phones and take a boomerang or whatever. Because it shows community, and yeah, we got to show people that we are we have this bomb ass community of us. Okay, so
I'm gonna say something really quick, but I'm gonna unrecord. But keep doing your little boomerangs and stuff like that. All those things. So I want to talk about.
Wait, I think Janie's recording too. It still says recording.
yeah, hang on,
Please.
I'm trying to unrecord.